Hi everyone, it's Sid, aka Brickplate from Brickplate.com and the New York City LEGO Users Group, here with a quick review of LEGO set number 75904, the Mystery Mansion, the largest set in the Scooby-Doo line, and as you can probably imagine, has the most pieces at 860. Now, for those of you who are fans of the old show like myself, minifigs are key. And in this case, if you get the accompanying mystery machine, you have the complete cast of Scooby-Doo, including Daphne, who appears only in this set, and the Haunted Lighthouse. Velma, who is an exclusive to this set. You won't find her in any other set, which makes her the Get here. And then, of course, Shaggy. You also get Scooby, of course, new, different print. He's got a, I'll call it neutral face. The Ghost with the literal ball and chain. The Black Knight, who is key to a lot of Scooby-Doo lore. And I'll get to the rest of the tower later, the mansion later, but it does also come with a vampire, aka not Dracula. Now, lots going on here in this set, as there should be, since it does cost you a pretty penny. I'm going to count this guy as a minifig, or this gal as a minifig. It's the man-eating plant. Nice construction, very simple. As you can see, 2 by 3 by 3 modified or rounded slopes, a couple of the teeth elements, round 2 by 2 red plates, those plant things originally from the Atlantis line for tentacles, ball and joint plates, and you have, I consider this thing a minifigure. It does come with 2 of these new elements to the LEGO universe, the jack-o'-lantern, or the carved pumpkin, I'll call it. Comes with a vehicle that does match this. The mystery machine does not come with the set, but it does match very nicely the color scheme, as you can see, light blue, lime green, a little bit of orange. It's a well-constructed motorcycle with a sidecar. The sidecar does seem a little bit thick. As you can see, it's about 4 plates high at its average depth, and like I said, it seems a little thick for this construct, but very well done. And then, of course, the centerpiece, the namesake of the set, is the mansion itself. We're going to get to that right now. As you can see, let's take a look at the front of the greenhouse part of the mansion. Lots of window elements. If you need round window elements, this is the set to get them. Those decals, as you can see, are decals. Those are not printed windows, I'm sorry to say. For those of you who aren't fans of stickers, I'm still on the fence about them. You know, they're a necessary evil. But, you know, in a set this pricey, you do wish LEGO would just go ahead and print the darn windows. That's the resting spot for one of the pumpkins. He is on a rotating table, or she. We're gender neutral here at Brickplate. As you can see, stickers on the windows do indicate that this guy or gal comes in here. He rests on that little plate there. There's that second pumpkin with the random bone thrown in. Throw me a bone, LEGO. Sits right there, and now he or she is firmly in their greenhouse. There's a transparent 1 by 6 by 5 wall element back there. Let's move over to the other side of the Mystery Mansion, the dilapidated, really dilapidated house part. Now, what's neat here is the roof is a plate roof, nicely done with a Technic pin, allowing for the slope of the roof. It also does have this nice mansard window here, with these 1 by 3 by 3 corner slopes for at least the first time I've seen it in purple, which is a nice. You do only get 2 of them in this set. More of the decal windows right here, as you can see. There are 3 of them here. Those are actually not the frame windows. Those are the 1x2x3 transparent clear panel elements. The wood is also a decal, even though there is a similar 1x4 tile printed in the collectible minifigures. Sorry about that. In the collectible minifigures series. Oh, one more thing about the mansard window. You do get 2 of the nice the nice Gothic, half Gothic arches in brown. Sorry, you get 4 of them in the set, 2 of them in that window, and it's a nice element. I'm going to go back behind the house part. There's a little safe in here that contains gold. Lego gold is better than real gold, as we know, as Mr. Gold knows. By the way, if you have extra Mr. Gold, feel free to call me. Let's make a trade. It has that nice printed lock tile element that first appeared in Harry Potter, I believe. Here's the kitchen. You may not be able to see it, but I promise you there's a little burger in there with a printed rounded 2x2 tile with sesame seeds. That's a nice touch. So the kitchen also reminds me of a modular kitchen. I'm not quite sure why, but it does. I think it's the white and blue color scheme. Now let's get to the center part of the Mystery Mansion. That is the clock tower. It's obviously the tallest feature in this set. As you can see, very nicely done. We will start with the lower floor, and there are floors, plural. The nice dilapidated look allowed for by a 1x2 Technic brick element back there and a friction pin. As you can see, it's a little movable, so you can make it as dilapidated as you want. That does include the columns, which also move. If you can find a way to automate this, I know you Technic heads out there could probably do that, or you Mindstorms kids. You have a nice little living haunted house feature. The front door does open up, and if you're not careful, that is a giant mace, which is actually, considering how big that thing is, it's a little terrifying. So we'll get to that in a minute. As you can see, there's a nice little middle part of the house here with, yes, another decal. It's not focusing very clearly here, but that's a decaled 1x2 or 1x3x4 transparent clear panel, which is a nice element to have these days anyway. And here's the balcony of the clock tower, featuring our 7th minifigure that comes with this, the vampire, not Dracula. And my favorite part is the clock on the clock tower itself. Now, as you can see, depending on what time it is, the vampire appears. And of course, he does appear at midnight since there's no sun. These are decals. Sadly not printed, but I don't think we've ever seen decals with a Roman numeral, and here you get 4 of them, so that's actually pretty nice. The roof element, which I've always considered a burp, except it's a pretty burp, big ugly rock piece. It's in purple. I've never seen that color before. This is where the vampire rests. It's your Lego coffin element. What makes it unique is, of course, the print on the front, which shows the vampire in repose, and that stays up there. Here is the wheel that makes the clock tower go around, and as you can see again, the room element is getting dizzy, I'm sure. And this is where that big giant mace comes in. I mean, that thing is terrifying. It will kill a minifigure. It unfortunately does lead to an undecorated first floor and an undecorated second floor, except for that little print there with the ghostly miner. I'm pretty sure you could find better ways of utilizing the space if you have a few extra elements, making this floor a little wider, perhaps putting some furniture in. There's a little hidden compartment here with the keys to the house. I don't know why the keys would be hidden inside, but never mind. The other thing is this, the Mystery Mansion does use these A plates to give it a little bit of width. As you can see, that's why I'm able to move it around. In case you were thinking that this was held together by a hinge plate, it is not. It's kept there permanently by those A plates, which happen to be, by the way, one of my favorite elements ever made by Lego. So that's the Mystery Mansion. Playability is, off the charts, as it should be in a $90+ set. Lots of unique elements from the brown windows to, again, the decals, which I know many of you hate, to the 3x3 corner slopes. The minifigures are great. I do wish Lego would stop putting the women characters in the most expensive sets. Black Scarlet, for instance, in the Quinjet, which costs a pretty penny, and now you can only get Velma in this set, and Daphne comes in another expensive set, $60 set, while Shaggy and Scooby come in for instance, the Mystery Machine set, which goes nicely, by the way, with this. But you get Shaggy and Scooby, and you only pay like $30 for them, or $20 in the biplane set, and Steve, and it's a little unfair. Especially if, you have a daughter, or if you're a girl or a woman who likes to play with Lego, you shouldn't have to spend nearly $100 just to get a female character. It's a little unfair, but we'll get to that another day, although Lego really should cut that out. So sorry about talking long. This has been a review of 75904, the Mystery Mansion. I'm going to give it 4.5 Nerdlies. It's a great set, especially if you're a Scooby-Doo fan. And that's how we're going to end it. Say goodbye, guys. Thanks again for watching Brickplate's review of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Mansion.